Okay, since it goes by actually not the state but the city name, let's use some city along California, such as Los Angeles. Here we go. So we're gonna change time zone to PST now. And next we're going to statistics software configuration. We want to tick everything so you can use all available stats here. Save it, and you can set active by default and just tick everything because you're going to use all of this by yourself. So I'm not explaining how to set up the web host manager for you to host clients, but this particular guide is to actually set everything up just for you and your personal use. So don't follow this guide if you are thinking of setting up your server for other people or to have your own clients or to resell your space to other people. Don't follow this guide, but follow the other guide which I am going to provide as well. And the other you can leave as it is. Next, as you can see, we have tweak settings, but I'm not going to discuss this particular section because you can safely leave it as it is at the moment, so you can start hosting your sites faster because you're not going to resell or host other people's websites here. So you can just skip this part for now. You can tweak it at a later time if one of your website requires some of the functions here to be changed. So we're going to skip this and going to update preferences. Now always use the automatic stable tree. Okay, so when you set this, cPanel will automatically update the software to the latest stable release, and choose automatic for cPanel package updates as well. So everything is already good. If yours aren't set this way, make sure you change it right now. Okay, so here, support, we're going to skip this whole section because we were setting up just for you to be able to host your own websites. Networking setup, I'm going to cover that part later at the end of this video when we are ready to actually host our first website. So before we do that, I'm going to walk you through to set up the whole name server configuration. Now on Security Center, I would recommend just leave everything as it is now, and I'm going to discuss a whole new section on how you can secure your web host manager server later on. So let's just skip the whole thing here and move forward. Server contacts, you would want to change this and update to your email address. Now root's email currently not being forwarded, so you need to forward your root's email to your own email address. Okay, I'm gonna type vpsguide@gmail.com. nobody's email going to root, and cPanel's email going to root as well. And you need to click change. Actually, I'm gonna click change, go back here, this set to root, so it'll go to my email address. Now the contact manager, here you can set your own preferences, but it's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go through to discuss this because it's not really important, so you can choose your own preference here if you want. Okay, so next, the resellers part, we're going to skip this because you're not going to host other people's websites and I'm not going to discuss this, but we're going to walk you through on how you can resell or host other people's website on a separate video guides. So we're going to skip the resellers functionalities at the moment. Here, server configuration, you can also skip all of these because you don't really need to configure everything out. We'll just go along as needed. So if any of your website requires you to alter this configuration, you can do that, but I wouldn't think you will be doing that, because with the basic initial configuration, that is enough for you to start hosting your websites. The same with locales, and you can just skip this just for your internationalization configuration. Backups, I'm going to discuss this on a separate video in depth as well, so we're going to skip this. And the point of this video is to get you started to start hosting your website right away. So any other functions that's not related to that directly, I'm going to skip it.